Okay, don't lose it. Let's go. Next one up, please. Por favor, quien sigue. Get your stuff in line after you deposit your phone.
Okay, I don't see the problem with this. I feel like today's parents forget that there's whole generations of kids that never had phones in school. When I was growing up in high school, my fucking high school was across the street from the projects, and I still couldn't have a phone in school. And people are throwing out comments like, I understand the fear of a school shooting and you wanting your child to be able to have access to call 911. Guess what? You do know that there are still little small burner phones you can get your children, a little flip phone that you can get your kids so that they can focus on school. Because the problem, if you're not paying attention, I don't know how many of you parents are living under a rock. These kids are failing. They can't fucking read. They can't fucking write. They can't comprehend. And you want to know why? Because they're using ChatGPT for everything. They're on their phones in class, scrolling on TikTok, fucking Instagram and Snapchat. They're not listening to their teachers. They're not paying attention. Everything has to be their phone. Their phones are always in their faces. And honestly, this is a great thing that they're locking up those phones before those kids go into that school. Because at the end of the day, God forbid a school shooting does happen, which in most areas it's very rare. The teachers have access to their phones. The principals and other staff have access to their phones to call the police. Your kid calling the police isn't going to make a difference from a teacher calling the police. And I'm not a parent, so I'm going to just say this. I can't speak for all parents. This is just my experience. When I was growing up, I never had a phone in school, and shit happened, of course, because like I said, my high school was across the street from the projects, but at the end of the day, shit happens. But when you look at the way that these kids today are not learning, this is why schools don't want them having phones in the classroom. It's 100% valid to have a fear for your kid. In today's society, I understand, but get them a little small phone where they can be able to make emergency calls and not scrolling on social media while they're in the classroom. And there you go, problem solved.